It's Full Out with Brittany Ross.
Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Full Out. I'm so excited. We have one of my very good friends, Chrissie Fit. She is awesome. You may know her from the Pitch Perfect movies, Teen Beach movie. She is also like an amazing writer. And she told us some really funny, crazy stories. So definitely stick around for those.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't even hear him crying.
He's not crying ananymore. You know what I did? I put him in his car, his toy car that he likes to ride around in, and I gave him a Think Thin protein bar.
Ooh. Okay, Mom of the Year. Look at you. You're doing it all.
I mean, he loves it. He loves the Think Thin protein bar.
That's so hilarious. I've never even had one of those.
They're so good. I love them. Okay. I feel like
this podcast is sponsored by...
God, I wish. I mean, I eat so many of them. We all do, me and Benjamin.
So
I feel like we got a text from our babysitter the other night being like, Penelope's in bed, but she's saying she's still hungry and she wants a protein bar.
Wait, Penelope
Can I give
too?
it to her? And we didn't answer because we were at a dinner, so we didn't see it right away. Yeah. And then we got a text being like, she just had a Think Thin protein bar before bed. And I was like, great, as long as she's asleep when I get home.
That is fine.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I feel like maybe the first kid I wouldn't have done that. Maybe I would have. I feel like I've always kind of been like that.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I know. Whatever. No one else is like raising your kids. Yeah.
You can't stop it from happening.
I know.
It's like, whatever. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry for such a stressful entrance.
No.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
I haven't seen you. I saw you briefly, but then like I feel like we go in big chunks of time of not seeing each other, and then we do like a very big binge. Catch up, and then we don't see each other, and then we like see each other.
I need you to miss me, maybe. Is that the thing? I
do. I always do.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's so nice.
I do feel like we originally met. I feel like I met you at Cheebo.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Are you another Cheebo like connection?
I didn't work there, but I know,
but like you went in probably, and I was a waitress.
No,
there?
I think I met you through Chloe and Talia.
Chloe, okay.
We shot a sketch in the bathroom at Cheebo.
Of course you did.
You were with Laura Chin.
Yeah. I thought we met because I helped shoot a sketch you were doing with Serena at your house. About like, but maybe it was before that. We
knew each other like back in the day.
Yeah. Because Laura works there. And
I think you were in that sketch. Were you or no?
Was I? Oh my God, I have the worst memory.
There might be a weird sketch of Chrissy and I from like 18 years ago, 15 years ago.
If you do, we have to find it.
In the bathroom at Cheebo, which is Cheebo even a restaurant anymore?
No, it closed. It was like. It was kind of sad when I drove by and it was like all boarded up, and I was like, wow, I like 7 years was a waitress there before I was able to just like do acting and just do the thing, right? But I met
Was that your last like waitress job?
That was my last waitress job. And I met so many amazing people there. Like Anna Kendrick is now one of my best friends, right? And we did the Pitch Perfect movies together, but she used to come in.
No.
Yeah. Every Monday, like it was clockwork, with her boyfriend at the time, Edgar Wright, who was so lovely too. And they would always sit there and like order the same thing. And so when I got cast in the movie, I was like, oh my God, she's going to recognize me as her waitress.
Oh
and
my
I don't know
gosh.
why I thought this was so embarrassing, but I did. I was like, I want to come into this group of established women already, like, kind of legit. And then I felt, oh God, that's going to give me away, that I'm like, whatever. And so I met her at rehearsal and she was like, nice to meet you. And I was like, wait, this is worse.
Oh my gosh.
Remember me?
Did you tell her right away?
We had like the cast dinner and like had a couple glasses of wine and did the thing. And then after I got tipsy enough, I was like, mac and cheese and Pinot Noir.
Oh my gosh.
And she was just like, what? And I was like, that was your order at Cheebo. And she was like, bitch, I knew you.
That is so funny.
So good.
I also feel like a good thing you had a couple glasses of wine, because if not, that could have gone on for like a long time and made it weird. I feel like I maybe would have been like, oh, I guess I'll just never say anything.
I know. No, I'm
that
so
would
glad
be a little
it happened.
stalkery if you'd never said anything.
And then like eventually like say it here on your podcast, and she'd be like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I get weird about that stuff where I know somebody, but they don't. Like, I don't know. I'm a little weird about that stuff.
Like you wouldn't have said anything if she...
I probably would have
Eventually.
at some point.
Yeah.
I do think it's a different time though when you're coming out of like waitressing into just start. I feel like that's like a different. I feel like when I was waitressing, I also very much didn't want anybody to recognize me from waitressing.
Yeah.
Like I worked at a restaurant so far from where I lived, and like where I like worked like just not that far from here anymore, but I worked at the time I was like, I'm gonna work at a restaurant in Sherman Oaks because nobody lives in Sherman Oaks. Now I live in Sherman Oaks. But I just remember also being like, I don't want, and I would do princess parties too, and I would do like big like fancy ones where I had to sign NDAs and stuff. Whoa. And I would go in, and sometimes I would recognize people from like jobs that I had done.
That's crazy.
But I'd be dressed as a princess.
Oh my God. That's
I did not like that. It was so,
I think at Cheebo was like such a place where it was like so chill, but people would come in all the time. And so I would meet people that like recognized me from something, or an actor that I worked with. It was like, wait, I mean, there's one actor, I'm not going to name him, but he was there and he was just like, wait, what are you doing here? Like, it was so shocked that I guest starred on his show and then I'm waiting tables. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't got that series regular money.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what to tell you.
When people would be like, why are you here? That was the funniest question. I always felt like, because you're like, well, I'm like trying, and like a lot of actors and musicians and people would come into this restaurant because nobody really bothered them. And I know a lot of them that are assholes. And I see how they like treat, the service staff or whatever. And I'm just like, maybe be nice to everyone, because one day the actor, the waitress might be on a podcast and she's going to say his name. Yeah. Say it.
I'll tell you later.
The place I worked at, there was this guy this actor who there was like a group of them. It was like 3 or 4 like very well-known actors, and they would drink so much beer. I was like, I don't even know how somebody can, like, they would probably drink like 30, 35 beers some days. Like, it was insane. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how this person is still alive and standing up.
There was a very popular agent that used to come into, I won't name his name, but like,
name it.
Smashed,
this is like
so smashed. And I was like, oh my God. And then like is on the red carpet with like this huge person the next day. I'm like, how are you not hungover all the time?
Yeah,
it was very, very, very strange.
It is crazy. I do feel like sometimes I'm like, we've lived here for so long that I'm like, if I just started a podcast and actually named names and told stories of everybody and just outed everybody, because I don't know these people well.
I'm going to write a book.
I feel like that would be a really successful podcast. I'd probably get in a lot of trouble. Yeah. But you see some stuff.
You do see some stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so you're from Miami.
Yes.
Which
great
I
segue.
love. Yeah, I'm really good at segueing.
Let's talk about
you see some stuff.
Crap.
You're from Miami, where you've also seen some stuff.
Yes.
I feel like, okay, so one of my very best friends is one of your very, very best friends. And you guys met in college?
We did. We met at FIU, the theater department, where we dropped down. Sorry. There's no way around it. Yeah. I'm not endorsing dropping out of school. Like, I think that's important. You finish school, but
I think it's okay if you do or don't.
Yeah.
I feel
actually,
like
you're right. You're right.
I don't think that. I feel like I'm wondering by the time my kids go to college if college is going to be
like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's
I'm
so
like,
much
or do I
debt.
just get to like give them their college fund or do I just get to keep it?
I think you should. You worked
I think
really
I'll
hard.
keep it and get a facelift instead of giving my kids their college fund.
That's amazing.
I feel like that's probably where we're going to be at that point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
So but you were acting. You started like performing.
Yeah.
Very young.
Since I was really little. Like I think I started singing and dancing since I was like 5 years old. I was always different from everyone else. Like my family, I looked different from everyone too. And so I just felt a little bit like the outcast. And then
How did you look different?
Well, everyone was like, I had like dark hair, dark features. I would get made fun of for, now this is therapy. Yay.
This is actually full out therapy.
Great. Which I also love full out therapy. But yeah, like I would get made fun of for my hair, puffy hair, my nose is too big. I know. It was just like, and these are my cousins and like family members, which I love now. We were kids. Everyone was like, but then I discovered that once I started singing and dancing or whatever, I like not only was the same as everyone, but like a little better.
Nice.
And I was like, this is...
You're like, who has puffy hair now, bitches?
Right.
Like now that it's like teased up and perfect for what I'm doing.
I know. Well, it's so funny because then like the first role that I got that was like bigger role was like for this Disney movie called Teen Beach Movie. And in that movie, I have giant hair.
Did they gave you like a bouffant like that?
They kind of did, but no, they like
Just
teased my
it.
hair. It was like my actual real hair because I had so much of it. Now I'm like, I wish I had that puffy hair like when I was a kid. But yeah, so that's like where it started. And I just like I got into, in elementary school, I had an incredible music teacher, Miss Saili Hernandez. And she was just so, she just like was so encouraging and like, in third grade, I was already singing like Whitney Houston's I'll Always Love You.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was so tiny too. So like having this big voice and singing and Britt, I've seen videos and I'm like, wow, I was not pitch perfect. Haha. But I was so confident and I was so like into it and I would act it out and like everyone was so impressed. Like all the kids, all the parents. And it was just like I found like I had this like superpower. So
that's amazing.
I did it always, and I would go to the youth fair and compete, and like I got like first place all the time with a plaque, and like it just felt like I don't know. Everyone was like, "Oh, she was born to do that," kind of deal.
Did anybody sing in your family?
Yeah, my grandfather played the guitar in Cuba, and he was like pretty prolific. Like that was his job. Like. He played in a lot of bands and at a lot of clubs and all that stuff. And then my mom and her sisters, they sing too, but just for like fun.
Okay.
Like whenever they were cleaning the house on a Saturday and just like put Gloria Stefan and literally sound just like her, if not better. Like, oh, sorry. No shade, Gloria. She's the best. Oh my gosh. No.
She's also going to be like,
God.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, and like they would harmonize together,
That's
the three of them.
cool.
And I was like, oh, this is so fun, so cool.
Because they grew up with their dad doing that.
With music and stuff. And like my mom's side of the family is very artistic. Like her aunt was a dancer at the Tropicana.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which was really cool. And so like it was always like a party. It was like, I mean, in a Latino home, like there's always music and dancing and all that stuff. But in ours specifically, like everyone was just, you know, kind of, but from the cousins, I was the only one who was good.
Like
so
doing
like,
it. You're the only one who got passed down too.
Yeah.
And has your grandfather, is he still around?
No.
Did he see you when you were younger?
He came from Cuba when I was like 10, so he got to see some of it, and he saw that I moved to LA and was like, you know, pursuing it. He didn't get to see like any of like the big jobs or anything, but like I still feel like he saw it and all that stuff.
That's cool.
And my other grandfather was like there from the beginning and like would go to the youth fair, and he like, I'll never forget this memory. He like cried like,
oh my gosh,
during me singing like I'll Always Love You, because I did it in English and then I did another competition in Spanish where I sang the song in Spanish. And he was so emotional. Aww. And it was so, so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like hearing anybody speak in or sing in like their like native language. I mean, I've gotten really obsessed with The Voice lately. I just like need to watch something to take my mind off of everything. So I just started watching The Voice. And I don't know if I like it necessarily, but I'm watching it.
It like makes you tune out.
Yeah. But whenever somebody is like Latina or Latino, and they sing in Spanish, it just like changes it so much. It's such a different feeling. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's like it's more emotional, I think. And like I don't know, I'm biased. Like I think Spanish, the language is just so beautiful. So like when you sing in those vowels, you hear all the, I don't know, it just sounds prettier to me or whatever.
Yeah. I wanted to be South American my whole, like,
Have
I told you this?
Venezuela, right?
My dad married, so I lived in Colombia and then I lived in Venezuela. And I always, like, I love that culture.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just so passionate.
Good
and bad. You know? It's like so, but then my dad married a Venezuelan woman and then her whole family moved to Miami. They're all in Miami, but I have a half sister who's half Venezuelan and she looks like the Venezuelan version of me, which is who I always wanted to be. And so
you hate her?
Yeah, I hate her. No, I love her. But whenever I see her, I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted to be. She's like,
that's amazing.
She's like she's got like dark hair and like she just like has the same like bone structure as me, but she looks Venezuelan.
That's wild. That's amazing. Like that would be me, like seeing someone white. Like,
yeah,
just be like,
sometimes like I'm like, this is my sister, and we have to be like, people are like, what? And I'm like, she's my half sister, and then I have another half sister who's my mom and stepdad's daughter, and she looks white, and the other day I was like, this is my sister, she's my half sister, and she's like, why do you introduce me as your half sister? And I'm like, she's like, I'm your sister, and I'm like, well, because my other half,
I don't have to
my
explain
other sister
it,
is like half Venezuelan, so I'm just used to saying like, people are a little confused,
right.
Yeah,
that's
but
so funny.
I really like that side of. I mean, I have this weird, like, huge because now they're divorced, like, ex-step family in Miami who's Venezuelan.
Oh, wow.
And I've gone on one little trip with them. I flew to Vegas one day.
After the divorce?
Yeah, after the divorce. My sister was turning, like, 21, and she went to Vegas with, I don't know, like, 18 or 19 members of her family from Miami. They all traveled together.
Oh my God.
And they were like, come meet us. So I flew to Vegas for the day and hung out with all of them for one day. And they were like in all their family photos as like the one white girl, like at the aquarium in Vegas. It's like all of them and me.
Funny.
But it's like, I love it. I love hanging out with them. One, they're not like, when you're with somebody else's family, it's way easier.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, everybody's
I don't think you feel
so
like
late. Nobody can get ready at the same time. It's just like, it's kind of fun to just be there watching everybody
like
freak out.
Yeah. And you're just like, it's not my
just
responsibility.
like, I just flew to Vegas to hang out with you guys for
Totally.
Yeah,
I know.
but
I loved growing up in Miami. I think that it's a very special, unique place. But for me as like a performer, I was like, oh, this is so great. Cause like I literally played any role. Like I was like doing it all because it was just like, oh, you don't have to look a certain way because everyone here looks the same. So it's like you couldn't.
That's great.
Yeah. Which is so good.
And then was it like a shock when you moved to LA and they're like, oh, you have to play this kind of a part?
Yeah.
Because especially when you got here, it was like really like.
I know. 2005 is when I got here, and it was like, whoa. I remember, I think it was like a Hannah Montana audition. And I was like, I actually think that I'm better for this other part. And they were like, oh, no, they're looking for Caucasian. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? And I was like, I could do that. And they were like, yeah, but they want you to see you for this. And I was like my brain exploded because I never experienced that at all in Miami. Like we did Fame in high school. And like I would play Carmen usually. I would have played her, but because everyone is Latino or you know whatever, I had to play Serena, which is the Jewish girl in the show, just like because I could sing those notes or whatever. And I was just like, oh, this is so interesting. Like my brain had to adapt to, and I think that's where I started losing a little bit of confidence, just because I was like, I've never been in a box before, and now I'm being put in one, which was like so unnerving. I was like, okay.
That is a crazy experience to have. That's a great way to grow up too, though, where you didn't have to like deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, in college, I think I played Juliet. Like, I don't know if I would have otherwise. Like, if I was, you know, in another state, they might have, you know, cast. In theater, it's a little different, I guess. But just there was no even thought about it. It was like, whoever can do the part the best will do it. And I did.
And your cousins were just like drooling on the side, being like, I
love them. I love my cousins.
No, I know. I get it. I feel like my cousins and I teased my sister a lot when we were little. It's just like something cousins do.
Check in on her.
On my sister? Yeah, we did.
Just joking.
I know. Well, she had like a slight lisp when we were little. So we would like tease her for that. Which is so mean. So mean.
So out of your control too.
So
just
mean.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
it's really mean. She's a year younger. So I feel like that's too close where you're like, if she was much younger, I don't think we would have done that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so when you were in Miami and you started performing, you were doing like all the school plays and
all
stuff?
the school plays. Yeah. I like in elementary singing a lot more. Like I didn't know about acting, but I would act out, think, oh my God. There was one time where I'm doing I'll Always Love You. When I tell you that I sang that song 77 times, like I'm not even joking. Like I sang it so much. At one point, like the audience was singing along with me, like of students. And I was like, oh no, like this is my song.
Oh my gosh. So they started to sing along.
Yes,
like is that your catchphrase?
Yeah, like everyone singing with me. It was terrible. And then I just was like, I went into the next verse and I switched it to Spanish because I didn't want everyone singing. Like that was how I used to be. Like it's so wild that I had so much confidence at 10 years old. Like crazy to just like do that.
That's amazing though.
But I did another thing that was wild. That music teacher, Miss Hernandez and Mr. Riesco, we were rehearsing for the show and whatever. And I tell her, because I've done it so many times, I want to do something different in this song. And I tell her, Miss Hernandez, like back then I had more of my Miami accent. So I was like, Miss Hernandez, like I really think that I can like cry during the sax solo. And she was just like, oh, okay. Whatever you want to do. And I was just like, I can really cry. Like this is like my first bit into acting. So like we're singing a song.
What made you think that you could do that?
I don't know. I think I watched the movie enough and I was like, oh, she's supposed to be really emotional here. Like,
does she cry?
I don't know if she cries, but like
she's not as good as you. She's
not as good. No, rest in peace when he
cast the wrong person.
They were putting everyone in a box, but I was just like, I'm gonna cry. So I'm doing it and I'm like, oh no, it's not coming. And I had practice in my room and like it would work. And I was like, what's happening? What's happening? I turn around and I'm like willing myself to freaking cry. And suddenly I was like, this is not gonna happen. Okay. I literally lick my fingers.
Wait, who are you performing in front of?
The music teachers, Miss Hernandez and Mr. Riesco.
To like, show them that you could cry?
Yeah, okay. We're rehearsing. And I lick my fingers and start going like this to pretend there were tears. Oh my gosh. And of course, I'm just looking towards the back of the stage. They're seeing me going like this. And I turn around and they're cracking up. They're like, this psycho little bitch.
So funny.
I know. That was like my first thing into acting. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to try this again. Maybe. I don't know, one day.
That is so funny. I also feel like that's... I feel like I see a lot of that in my daughter. I feel like my daughter would do something very similar to that.
I love it. I love it.
I'm like, don't hang out with her.
I'm just going to
She's going to become like, I'm already trying to like, not let her be a performer. What's going on, guys?
Oh no.
We do have a.
Oh my God!
We have a beehive nestled under the roof of our house, and so we have to like get it taken care of, like because they have to come out and like properly move it,
right?
Because you can't just like. But it's like right above this room. It's like.
Yeah. Oh yes, no. I don't know if I am. I've never been
test
stung.
It out.
No,
I have an expired EpiPen upstairs.
Have you been stung by a bee?
Yeah, I've been stung, but I've been stung in ways where it's like it was in my hair and I brushed through my hair and it got stuck in my hand, or like in weird ways like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were allergic, Molly. Well, I'll like.
Saving it.
Try and get that beehive taken care of a little quicker now that I know you're allergic.
No, you're good. I'm allergic, but I still want to save them. So it's
Okay.
That's very nice, Molly.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we had somebody come and I'm very much like somebody came to look at this beehive in the roof, and they gave us like a number of how much it's gonna cost to like transport the beehive. And I'm like, is it even in the roof? Like, I don't believe these people. I always feel like I'm getting ripped off. And Marco's from Switzerland, where you take everybody at their word and everybody's telling you the price that it is, and that is the price.
That's real.
But so he's like, that's what it is, Brittany. And I'm like, no, it's not. There's no way that's what it is to move. I was like, I'll move it. Like, I started to be like, I'll do the thing. So we still have it because I kind of put a halt on it because I thought we were being scammed.
Okay. Well, we'll have to take care of it for Molly.
Yeah, for Molly's sake. Sorry. Sorry, guys. We do have a lot of bees around the house
you were
right now.
also like very calm for it. I would have been like, yeah, I'm impressed.
Okay, so wait, what were we saying? You were in.
I don't know.
Yeah, that crying story. That is so funny. Okay, so then did you start acting after that?
Then like in 5th grade, I remember exactly because I had a big crush on this guy named Christian Carrasquillo. And he was a 6th grader. And like the Spanish class was putting on this like show in Spanish, and only 6th graders could go and be in it. And I was like, oh no, I want to be in this show, especially because my friend Nami at the time, because she also had a crush on Christian Carrasquillo, she was a 6th grader and she was in the show.
Oh no.
And I was
so you
like,
needed to have eyes on her.
I needed to have eyes, and I was convinced that he was going to see her perform in the show and fall in love with her and not me. And I was like, this can't happen. So I went to the Spanish teacher, Miss Sanchez, and I was like, Miss Sanchez, like, can I be in this show? And she's like, no, sorry. It's only for 6th graders. And I was like, crap. So I went home and I'm like buddy with Angelica. And I was like, can I see the script? And so I read the
This
little
is your
script.
friend.
It's my friend.
Okay. Your friend of me. Okay.
And I was like, can I read the script? And I realized that there was like no bad girl. Like, and I've watched enough telenovelas at that point to be like, there
Chrissy,
has
you
to
are
be.
insane.
I know.
This is so funny. I love this.
You
so
don't even
much.
know this side
like
of me, I feel like, because I'm not that like scrappy now, which I'm trying to be more of. But, you know, because we got to be.
I feel like you're not. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
we'll go
definitely-
back to therapy after I say this insane story. So then I go back to the teacher and I was like, hey, I read the script. Mind you, this is all in Spanish. This is a Spanish teacher. I read the script and there's no bad girl in it. And I really think you need it. And I think it's me. And, and I'm like, I don't know what she thought. She was probably like, this girl is so relentless, or she's crazy, or I'm tired. I want to get up. So yes, do it. Whatever you want. And
So you wrote yourself in?
wrote myself into the 6th grade play as a 5th grader, and I was the bad girl, and I crushed.
Did you cry real tears?
I didn't cry because I had
You didn't need
attitude.
to.
I didn't need to.
That's when you were like, oh,
I know.
I know how to do that.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
I have a picture of me as
Do I have
Lemma.
that in here?
You do. You have actual pictures. I didn't have time. I
Oh
thought
my
that
gosh.
was, yes, that's it.
Is this it?
That's it. Yeah.
I
me
mean,
as a
come
mama.
on. Who wouldn't want you in their show?
I know. I printed them out like it's exhibits.
Oh my gosh.
For a case.
Great. Okay.
I was like, look at this exhibit A. The amount. But you have
Exhibit
pictures
A,
right
the
here.
bad girl
The
written
bad
into the
girl.
show. This is so funny. I always feel like I wish I knew you and Serena at this time because whenever you guys do your Miami accents and when you start doing that stuff, it's like there's nothing. It makes me so happy. I love it.
It is so
This
fun.
is wild. Knowing
Yeah.
the story that you wrote yourself into the play.
Yeah. And I mean, I have some video of it where I'm just like doing the thing and then I push the girl out of the way.
Oh my gosh. Is it was it that girl?
Angelica. It wasn't her.
Angelica?
She was
I'm
like
gonna show
in
more
the
of these as we go.
chorus. Yeah. She was like in the choir in the back.
I
So
feel like
I
this
literally
needs to go right here.
I kind of look like Prince a little.
You do.
All right.
I mean, you look incredible.
That's the
I also
puffy
feel
hair.
like if somebody walked in and was like, "I'm the bad girl. I need to be it." You were in 5th grade there.
5th grade.
I was like so like quiet in the back.
Really?
Yeah, I was really shy in 5th grade. I feel like if you walked in like that, I would have been like, yeah, she's the bad girl. She has to be in it. Like, that's what it was. You walked in like that, and they're like, yeah, we're missing something, and it's her.
And I think that's what got, like, I got away with so much because I had that confidence where I was just like, I'm doing this, and I'm going to be this person. And, like, you don't necessarily see that with, like, 5th graders. Like you said, you know what I mean? So that was, like, my first acting gig. I didn't get the guy, Christian Carrasquillo, didn't fall in love with me. He didn't fall in love with Angelica either. So whatever.
What is he doing now?
I don't know.
Let's look him up on Facebook.
Do it after. I feel like I did see him one time and he's just like, you know,
Normal, nothing.
normal, whatever.
Okay.
But maybe maybe I made that up. But
We can believe that. He really missed out. He really missed out.
I mean,
So what do your parents think at this time when you're doing this stuff? Do they know you're up to this?
yeah. They are so supportive. Like my dad is always at the shows with like the camcorder, the Sony Handycam, and like recording. My mom is just the whole time almost like praying that I don't mess up. She's so anxious. And then, so they were like, and
But
always.
did they know you were going to go in and say you needed to be in the play?
No, they didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
No.
What do you think they would have said if they found? Did you tell them after, like, hey, I got myself into this?
Yeah, they were like, oh, great. What costume do I have to get? You know, it's kind of like that thing.
It's so funny because I feel like there's occasionally times where Penelope, my daughter, has like an insane idea like that. And I want to be like, you're not allowed to do that. The rules don't work like that. You can't just like go in and like, but then I'm like, don't do that. Like, I need to just like let her
And she'll
do
figure
those
it out
things,
for herself.
But she's not old. She's still only 5, but I feel like it's a little different where I'm like she has a huge crush on a boy in her class.
Oh.
And it's showing me like, it's like, I feel like I'm at like the precipice of like what kind of who am I going to be?
How do you feel? Like a little bit
I feel
protective or is it like...
Well, I feel like I was like, I feel like I like wingwomaned her pretty well.
Nice. Okay.
And then
Love
I
this.
saw it starting to get like a little obsessive where she's like making books about the two of them.
Oh, no.
She was like, as all of a sudden started asking for a crop top. And I was like,
no, wait.
and I'm like, I don't know if this timing is coincidental or like what's happening. Like, is she just like growing up? And I'm like, you can't have a crop top. And she's crying like real tears that she can't have a crop top.
Oh my God.
But she's calling it a crock pot shirt.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you cannot have one. And she's
She
like,
can't
I just want my
have one
stomach
if
to
she
show
can't
just,
pronounce
like,
it.
a little bit. And then she's sneaking lipstick and putting it on before school.
Whoa. Oh my God.
I picked her up from school the other day and she's at a new school. She's been there for like 3 weeks. And she's like, I don't like my school. I don't know, whatever. But I pick her up and she's always like running the show. She's a little bit like, feel like that.
Yeah.
And I pick her up and she's sitting under a playground, like play structure with 3 other girls putting lipstick on them.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then she's like talking about this boy all the time and like he's their only friend. I'm like, you have to make other friends too, you know? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what is going on?
I had a crush when I was
feelings.
in kindergarten. I remember his name was George. And I remember the last name, which is like so unlike Miami. I feel like we know everybody's first and last name. So there's a lot of Georges. But I was little and I had a little crush. And like I remember like in the dance time, I always would like try to dance a little more so he could see me.
Okay.
It's like, so it's not, I don't know
I
if
think
it's
I
weird.
had like boyfriends and crushes too and things
Okay.
like that. But
Yeah.
I think it's my first time
Yeah.
like I don't know. Then she asked me to take this lipstick to school the next day too.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. But she's new at the school. And I've been new at this school before too.
So you want her to be
and
like
then
a
I
little
finally
cool.
was like, okay, but just like don't tell anybody that I said you could take it to school. So I don't know. She's like at a strict school and she
Oh,
shows up with
God.
lipstick and she's like, I put lipstick on the boy too. And I was like, oh my gosh. But like this, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not like kissing him, right? I was like, I don't know.
No, that's too
I'm
much. That's
just
too
like,
much.
ah.
I know.
Okay, so you moved to LA.
So yeah, I
you're-
did the high school, all the shows.
Yes.
And then I went to theater school, and like I mentioned earlier, like I dropped out just because I got put on probation. It's a stupid story. I just like missed a couple hours in like production because you had to do like 75 hours like behind like
And you're like,
tech.
I'm a star.
I'm a
Don't you
star.
guys
I was in-
know I do not need to be behind? Have you seen me in the sixth grade production when I was a fifth grader?
I was still pretty like sassy back then too. Like they used to call me Sharky in theater school because I was a little bit of a shark. Like if somebody wasn't there in class or in rehearsal and like they needed someone to read the lines, I'd be like, I know, I got it. I would like memorize everybody. I don't like, who is this girl? Where is she? I have to tap back into her because like I wasn't
Yeah.
a bitch about it, but I was just like so on top of it.
Yeah.
And when they put me on probation, that meant I couldn't be in the shows the next semester. And I was like, why am I in theater school if like
Yeah.
I can't do the thing?
No, that makes no sense.
So I went to a Starbucks with Serena Fiallo, our mutual friend, and Natalie Morales, who's also an actress and
Yes.
does really well here too. And just here in LA. She's a very, very successful actress. And we're all best friends. We sat in this coffee shop. We all ordered Frappuccinos. And we were like, so we're going to LA. We're going to leave.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to go first. I said I was going to go first. And in 3 months, I'm going to be famous. And then I'm going to introduce... I know. It's so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm saying these things now out loud.
No,
but
it's
whatever.
amazing.
And I just was like, and then when you guys come, I'll introduce you to all the people I met that helped me get famous. And then you guys will get famous. And then we'll all be famous. And it didn't happen like that. Not at all. But, man, I think back on that. I'm like, we all have like
Yeah.
good careers.
You do.
And the likelihood that we got out of like Florida International University
Yeah,
theater
and the three of
department
you
and
did
did
it.
well.
Yeah.
Like it's so unheard of. It's so wild. And so that's
I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Was
And
it your plan for them to drop out too?
yeah, yeah. Well, Natalie had already mentioned
Okay.
it too. Serena, as you know, she was like thinking it a little bit more, thinking about it.
Yeah, she thinks things over
She
more,
thinks-
but then she
yeah.
does it.
But then she does it.
Yeah,
then she
and
does,
she does it.
And she did it and she crushed it. And I came here and I was like, I got an agent pretty much right away, which is also kind of like
Yeah.
lucky. And yeah,
And then you did the Teen Beach movie.
I did. I was actually, my first job was like, bigger job was recurring on General Hospital, the soap opera. Yeah.
I probably watched you on that. That's why I watched that with my mom and my grandma from the from when I was 5 years old. I would watch all my children, One Life to Live in General Hospital. They were in a row with my grandma.
Oh, that's so nice. Though.
And then
You
I-
have those memories.
yeah.
Yeah. I did a few, I did their spin-off and then they asked me to get on the, it was like night shift or something on SoapNet. I did 3 episodes there and then they asked me to be on the daytime. So, and I was like, oh, as the same character? They're like, no, totally different character.
Yeah, they do that. It's
They
so
did not-
weird. It's so funny. They also bring back the same actress
Yeah. Yeah.
who played like a different character for 20 years and make her a different character. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not even like an evil twin or anything. No, you're just not related at all. And I'm like, okay. And that was good. That was fun. Like, I learned a lot in that situation. Then I did the Disney movies, which, I mean, I was talking to Molly earlier. She's like, remembers them from, and so many. Yeah, so many.
That's cool.
It is. It's really cool, especially now. Like, I'm meeting people that are in their late teens or early 20s, and they're just like, oh my God, that movie was my childhood.
That's so cool.
And I'm like, don't ever say that to me again.
And you're like, I know, mine too, right?
Yeah. We were both kids when we did it. It was so crazy.
When I was like 6 when I did that movie.
They aged me up a little. Yeah. And that, but no, I do love it so much. Cause like it's so much of a part of their like upbringing. Yeah. And
that's
I'm so
awesome.
grateful for that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you did Pitch Perfect 2 and 3.
2 and 3. I'm not in the best one, but it's okay.
No, that's not true.
The first one is the best one. I mean, look, they're all
really
great.
good.
Well, 3 was interesting. Listen, I'm being way too honest right now. It's because you're my friend. Like, this is
how
gonna be in the world.
I trap you.
No, they're all great. Everything was good. It just like went a little bit off the rails in the third one. Like, you know, we were action stars and jumping off boats
but that's fun.
But it's fun. It was so fun to make.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, those movies, I'm so grateful for them just because, well, because they were a big part of my career, but also like some of my best friends are now from that movie. So we really do like love each other. That's
awesome.
Weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
It normally doesn't. It's like, we're going to be best friends forever. And then you end and you never see them again.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything upcoming that you want to talk about? You don't have to.
Yeah. No, it's all a secret. No, just kidding. I'm actually like doing more writing and producing. So like now
amazing.
Because I think that's, I don't know. I'm just like, I get lit up by that
You're
idea.
also such a good writer.
Oh, thank you.
She's
so
really
much.
a good writer.
Thank you.
I have read a bunch of your stuff and I'm like, when can I see this?
You're an amazing writer
so good.
too. Thank you.
It's
I'm
so
like,
good.
I have to focus on it, you know, to actually make it happen. And so I've kind of done the steps now to focus on writing and hopefully having things that I'm in that I write, just because I think my voice is, people know me as these like characters that are so different than who I am. And I just want to be able to like write to my honest experience and the experience of Latinos in general, because we're all normal and we have fall in love and get heartbroken. It's like, it doesn't have to be these tragic stories all the time or like, you know, very stereotypical things. So that's my goal.
I love that. That's amazing. And where can people find you?
They can find me in studios. Don't come to my house. That's weird. They can find me on Instagram at Chrissie Fit.
Great. Yay.
Oh my God, this went by so fast.
I know.
Oh my God.
Next time, we'll have you back without my baby here.
Yeah.
Just like,
Instead, we'll have Penelope and her crush.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Putting lipstick
We'll
on
just
us.
be like therapists for the two of them.
Yeah. What are your intentions with my daughter?
Oh my gosh. I did look up, maybe we'll cut this, but he invited her to a pool party and they sent the address to Marco and Marco looked up that house and sent it to me and it is
so
huge and so expensive. It makes our house look like an ADU. And so I was like, I'm buying her a crop top. I'm like, she's going to that party in a crop top. I don't know. I was like, what?
I'm going to get her a crop top.